So today we are going to learn intersection of two sorted arrays. Let's just try to know what is intersection. Of intersection means the element should need to be in both of the arrays, and for every element there should be a corresponding element. So for every element there should be a corresponding element. Then it is known as intersection. Okay, let us just try to do this thing. So we have the array here. So I'll go to 1. I'll check there is 1 here. No, there is 1. 1 is not there in this array. So I'm not going to take 1. I'll go to 2 and I check if there is 2. Yes, there is a 2 here. There is a 2 here. Then I say, then I say, then I'll pick up 2. Okay. Then I'll go to 3. Then I look for 3. Then I look for 3. Is there is 3 here? Yes, there is a 3. There is a 3. Then I'll pick this 3. So let me write this with this. Okay. Okay, let me repeat. I'll go to 1. I check for 1 in the array. So I didn't find any 1, right? Because this array is sorted and the first element was 2. So there is no 1 in this array. So we should not probably iterate to the array. There's no need. So I'll go to 2. I'll go to 2 and I look for 2 here. And I look for 2. Yes, there is a 2 here, right? There is a 2 here. So I'm going to pick this 2. Then I'll go to 3. I'll look for a 3 here. Yes, there is a 3 here. Then I'll pick up this 3. And I go to the next element. There is a 3 here. There is a 3 here. Then I go to this 2. Then I go to this 3. But this 3 has been used. So this 3 has been used. This 3 is visited. So I'm not going to take this. And I go here. Yes, there is another 3. There is another 3. Other 3. Then I'm going to use this. Then I'll go to forward. Then I look up for 4. Is there any 4 in this array? No, there is no any 4 because 3, 2, 3, 3, 5. Because there is no 4, we don't need to check all of the array. When we look to there is a 5 and there is no 4. So I'm not going to pick this. Then I'll go to 5. Then I look if there is 5 in this array. Yes, there is a 5. There is a 5. Then I'm going to pick this. Okay. Then I'll go to 6. Then I go to 6. Then I'm going to check for 6. Is there is a 6? Yes, here is the 6. Then I'll pick it. So this is my intersection array. So this is my answer. This is my intersection array. So okay. So what we are doing here is we are just iterating the array. What we are doing here is okay. What I'm going to do here is we are visiting every element and we are checking for the corresponding element in the array, right? And at the same time we keep tracking if the previous element is used or not, and at the same time we keep tracking if the previous element is used or not. For that I'm going to take a visited array. And I'll fill all of the visited array with all zeros. Then I'm going to fill visited array with all zeros. Yes. Okay. If I go here, and if one element is staked, if two is staked, if I take 2, then I'll mark 1. If I take 3, then I'll mark it as 1. If I take this 3, then I'll mark it as 1. So in this way I'm going to, if the element is used, then I visited, then I'll say visited is 1. I'll mark it as 1. Visited is marked as 1. So okay, let's try to code this thing. So let's try to write a code for this. So let's see how it's going to work. So what I'm going to do here is I'll take a loop for I equals to 0, I to n, I'll increment. Then I say for j equals to 0, j is less than n, j will increment. Okay, what I'm going to write here is if array of I is equals to array of j, that means array of b, if there is a corresponding element. What I'm saying here is if there is a corresponding element in the b array, and if there is a corresponding element in the b array, and at the same time 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 visited array of size j is equals to 0, visited array should also be 0. Then what I'm going to say is, then I'll say answer dot add array of I. What I say, then if if there is a corresponding element in b array, and it is not visited, it is equals to 0 and it is not visited, then I'll say add add this array element to the answer array. add this array Add this array element to the answer array. So answer array means the intersection. So then I say, then what I'm going to do, then I say visited, then I say visited, then I say visited array should be marked as 1. Visited array should be marked as 1, and I probably break out, right? Okay, and I'm going to write another condition. I say if array of, and I say if b of I, if b array, if b array is greater than array of I, array of I, then break out. So it's not going to give any kind of intersection elements, right? For that, I'm going to break out. So this is the brute force solution for intersection of two sorted arrays. So let us try to analyze time complexity for this. So okay, so let us try to first know what happens here. I'll iterate to the first array and I check if there is any corresponding element in the next array, in the array 2, in the b array. And if I find any corresponding element, and visited is equals to 0 and visited array is 0, then I say add this array element to the answer and mark it as visited equal to 1, and I mark it as visited equal to 1 and break out. So this is what I have done here. That's it. Okay, so let us try to analyze the time complexity for this. For this, the time complexity will be, I say time complexity will be, we go of n1 into n2, and the space complexity will be, so okay, now we're going to analyze the space complexity. Space complexity will be big O of n1 plus n2. Why n1 plus n2 is at the worst case if we didn't use any kind of break and all other things. That's why the time complexity is big O of n1 plus n2 at the worst case. So this is the brute force solution for to find the intersection of two sorted arrays. Yes. So let us try to know the time complexity for the brute force solution now. So what will be the time complexity? So time complexity will be big O of n1 cross n2, right? This is the time complexity for intersection, because n1 cross n2, because we are using two loops here. We are using two loops, so that the time complexity will be big O of n1 cross n2, and the space complexity will be big O of n2, because we are using visited array is second array, right? For that the time complexity will be n2. If we use visited array, if we use visited if visited array is used for B array, then the space complexity will be big O of n2, and visited array uses used for the array first array, then the space complexity will be big O of n1. So this is the space complexity for intersection of two sorted arrays for the brute force solution. So okay.